Yo, what's up, guys? How you guys doing out there today? This is Stephen Jimenez from the Roto Beast team, and I'm here to present you our NBA picks for Tuesday, January 9th. So before we even get into anything, let me just get started by saying, let's fucking go! The money team is rolling right now. 6-day win streak, both Fanduel and DraftKings. Tonight, our DraftKings lineup cashed at 293, hit cash entries and GPP entries. Our Fanduel cash lineup given out to all members. 357 cash, all entries, cash and GPP. I ran a contest today. I said if my YouTube video gets 100 likes today by 3:30 Pacific time, I'm gonna post a free GPP for everybody on social media this season. Guess what? I got very close, 2 away, so I posted that free GPP for everybody. And that free GPP that I posted for every single person to be able to play today went off for $375 on FanDuel. Yes, $375. People went crazy over this free GPP. So it's nuts, all right? Hey, I'm on fire right now. I'm trying to tell you, all right? If you want to play the actual lineups that I'm playing every single day, please visit my website at www.rotobeast.net. Stop missing out. Let's get this money together. I'm a running back again, all right? So if this video that I'm doing right now gets 100 likes, it has to be 100 on the dot this time. By 3:30 Pacific time, 30 minutes before lock tomorrow. Actually, lock's at 4:30, so you even got an extra 30 minutes. So if by 4 o'clock Pacific time tomorrow, this video gets 100 likes, I'm gonna post another free GPP on my on my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Follow me. It's at RotoBeast. So yeah, hey, make sure and like it. Let's get it. If you're new to this channel, please make sure and click that subscribe button below. This way you can watch all of our NFL, NBA, and MLB videos. And hey, let's just jump into this 4-game slate. Sorry, I'm pumped up. The money's rolling in, and you gotta love the money when it's rolling in. So, first we'll start with Orlando at Dallas. This game has a 214 implied total. Dallas is favored by 6.5. Then we got Sacramento going into LA to face the Lakers. This game has a 212 implied total. The Lakers are favored by 6.5 in this game as well. Then we got Miami. I'm going into Toronto to face the Raptors. This game has a 208 implied total. Toronto's favored by 6. And the last game on the slate is going to be Portland going into OKC to face the Thunder. This game has a 204.5 implied total. And OKC is favored by 8.5. So, I mean, we got an okay 4-game slate. We really don't have too many spots to pay up for. This is one of those slates where you really don't have to worry about salary too much. You could kind of get whoever you want mixed in. Nobody's really priced too high. The only person who's really going to take a big chunk of your salary is Westbrook, but you're probably going to have to find him in your get him in your lineup somehow with all these cheap plays that are on the board. So let's just jump into it. We'll get started, as always, at point guard. Westbrook, 11-8. For him to get value, you need 59. I mean, he's definitely going to get you very close in an up-tempo game against Portland. I will note that Damian Lillard is out for this game, so he's going to be going against Shabazz Napier a lot. Napier's a solid defender, but I don't think he's somebody that's really going to phase Westbrook. Westbrook has been playing very well. OKC is struggling a little bit, so even though they're favored by 8.5, I'm not really too scared. I think this game could stay somewhat close still. So I think Westbrook is going to be a chalk play tomorrow. I think he's going to be 90% owned in cash. If he's not, I'm going to be very surprised. He's a really good play on the board, though. Lowry, he went out today with his back, so it's a game time decision. You got to see what's going on with this. Against a slower tempo team like Miami, I'm not really interested in it anyways. Then you got Peyton and you got Ball. I mean, both of these guys, they have upside. They both have triple-double upside. They fill up the stat sheet. But, for both of them to hit value, you need 38 and 39. And I think both of them are pretty inconsistent, to be honest with you. But if I was going to go between them, I'd probably have to go with Ball. Going against Sacramento, I think this is a solid matchup for him. If he's going to get, mid-30 minutes at home in a game that they're favored, then I think that he could be a solid GPP play. One guy I do like, though, 6,500, very fair price. Dragic going against Toronto. It's going to be a little bit of an up-tempo game for the Heat. Dragic, he's playing solid minutes right now. He's playing at least mid-30 minutes. And, he's playing very well. In the past 4 games, he's got you a 49, 47, 30, and 29. At his price tag of 6.5, we need about 32 for him to hit value. He's averaging 30 on the season, so I think he's a really solid play. You can actually throw him in your cash games. Then we got Dennis Smith. One thing that it's in a great matchup against the Magics. Don't get me wrong, I really really like the matchup. But the only thing that kind of frustrates me with him is he's not even really getting minutes in the 30 very often, and he's still putting up solid points, solid points. 6.1 price tag. You need about 30 for him to hit value. I mean, he could definitely get you there, even in the limited minutes that he's playing. I just wish that I knew he was going to get 32 to 34 minutes. But right now, with most of the guards pretty healthy, his minutes are limited a little bit. But I think he's a solid GPP play. I mean, he's still got 44 points not too long ago, which on a 6,000 price tag would be almost what. 7-8 times value almost. So yeah, I gotta like Smith a little bit. Another guy you can look at, I think that you're gonna pay for Westbrook and then you pay Dragic or lower for the other point guard. You got Fox, the backup's out, in this guy right here. Frank Mason's out, plus George Hill's out. I don't think he's going to be back tomorrow. Fox, with both of them out, I mean, he's playing at least 30 minutes a game. He does a little bit of everything. He fills up the stat sheet. 5.6 price tag is very fair against my Lakers in an up-tempo game. You need about 27 for him to hit value. I mean, he's averaging, in these past 3 games, he's averaging about, 27, 28 with a little bit minutes uptake. So I do like Fox once again in this spot. And then lastly, Napier. I mean, I'm just going to probably put him in my cash games and move on. Going against OKC, he's going to start. He's going to play, 35 minutes. 4.8 price tag is just too cheap. You need 23 for him to hit value. I mean, every time he starts and he plays massive minutes, he has 40-point upside easily. So I love Napier. I'm just going to go ahead and put him in my lineup from a point guard position. Next, we'll move on to shooting guard. We got Lowry. He went out of the game today with a back issue. If he's going to be out tomorrow, I like DeMar DeRozan even more. The price tag is up. For him to hit value, you need about 46, 47. But, I mean, he's playing well. In the past 4 games, he's got you 51 or more 3 of the past 4. With Lowry out, he's going to have to do a little bit more as well. To keep an eye on the news. I think he's a good play either way. But if Lowry's out, he's an even better play. You got McCollum. He's doing a lot, especially with Lillard out. He's playing massive minutes. He's handling the ball a lot. He's doing a little bit of everything. He's filling up the stat sheet. I mean, in the past 4 games, he's got you 41 or more in 3 of the past 4. He's playing well right now. He's a guy that, when he gets hot, you kind of ride the hot hand with no Lillard. I think he's a great play in the mid-tier. Next, we got Fournier. This is a guy, he's shown us upside in the past. He's a guy that he's getting solid minutes. You got to really like the minutes for sure. The Magics are going to be going against Dallas. This is a little bit of a pace down game, but if he's going to play solid minutes, 6,000, you need 30 for value. We want to pay down a little bit in the shooting guard position. I think he's a fair price in the mid-tier, for the options that are available on this slate. And we got Caldwell-Pope. Like I said, it's a small slate, and there's a lot of spots that are limited. But the minutes, he's only played 23, 20, 28 minutes. I think just because he had a lot going on, he hasn't been with the team because of legal issues. But before that, he was a guy that was getting 35 plus minutes regularly. And you could definitely count on it. I think he's going to get back up. His minutes are going to get back up. And I could definitely see possibly playing 30 minutes in this game against Sacramento. He's shown us upside in the past. He's shown us 40-point upside a couple times this season. 5.8 price tag is very fair for him in this matchup. For him to hit value, you need about 28, 29. And, he's averaging 27 on the season. So, I do like Pope in this spot going against Sacramento. Last guy I'm going to talk about, Wesley Matthews. He's a guy that you can get very under-owned. He's going to be, very under-owned. He's playing solid minutes. You really got to like the minutes. Playing, probably about 35 minutes he's averaging on the season. And he's been playing very well. In the past 5 games, he's got you at least 26 in 5 of the past 6. At his 5.5 price tag, you need about 27. Like I said, in the up-tempo game against Orlando, I really like Wesley Matthews in the spot. I think you get him as a low-owned play, help you, take down a tournament. Paul George. He's probably going to be chalk, 8.3 price tag. For him to hit value, you're going to need about 42. Last game he was chalk and he kind of busted, not really busted too much, but a little bit. He went 4.5 times, didn't get all the way there, like a lot of people needed. I actually avoided him in this matchup, and it paid off for me. He does have definite upside. We know that. He's the best power forward on the slate, on this slate. So, I definitely got to consider him. Got Ingram. He's playing well. He's doing what Ingram does. 7,000 price tag. You need 35 for him to hit value. He's averaging 30 on the season. He's picking up the minutes a little bit if they need him to. He does play, a lot of minutes. He's scoring the ball. He's got at least 20 points in the past 2 games. Getting some assists. He only got 1 rebound right here, but he's averaging almost 6 on the season. This would easily push them up to 35. So I like Ingram once again. Harrison Barnes, he's a guy that he's just very consistent. He's going to play massive minutes like most of the Mavericks do. He's a guy that averages 31 on the season. For him to hit value, you need about 34, 35. Up-tempo game against Orlando. I really like Harrison Barnes in the spot. I definitely think you can put him in your cash games. He's a solid play on this slate. Next, we will go to Josh Richardson. This guy, nobody's talking about him, but he's having a very, very good season. And he's playing a lot of minutes since Dion Waiters has been out. He's averaging 37, 38 minutes a game, which is crazy. Look at this. He's got you 30 fantasy points in 4 straight games in 6 of the past 7. 5.6 price tag. The price actually dropped on him. You only need 27 for him to hit value. This guy's in a great spot. I actually really, really like him. I just really noticed all this right now. So I think he's a great play tomorrow. Last guy I'm going to talk about, if Simmons out again with his back injury. This guy, when he plays minutes, he plays, solid minutes, and he does a little bit of everything. He plays well. In the past 2 games, he's got you at least 27 fantasy points or more. At a 4.8 price tag, you need about 24. So if he's going to start, I definitely like him once again in this spot. Now I'll move on to power forward. Aaron Gordon, this guy's taking over the reins, pretty much taking as many shots as he wants. He's their leading scorer with, especially with Vucevic out. 8.3 price tag. The price tag is a little bit up, and that's what scares me a little bit, especially in a slower tempo game against Dallas. For him to hit value, you need about 41 or 42. So I think he is a little bit more of a GPP play, but I do like Gordon. You got Carmelo, 6.3. For him to hit value, you need 31, 32, averaging 29 on the season. I think that's fair. It's going to be an up-tempo game against Portland. He's been playing pretty consistent. Even if he gets you this is 26 on his price tag, it's not going to kill you. I think he's going to be a popular play. I think the price is right to definitely put him in there. Then you got Serge Ibaka. I talk about this guy all the time. Serge Ibaka. For him to hit value, you need 29, 30. He's averaging 27 on the season. Played 38 minutes tonight and got 47 fantasy points. He's playing very, very, very well. I like him once again, even though he's on a back-to-back. I think he still plays little 28, 29 minutes. Still get you, very close to 30 fantasy points. Hit value for you and move on. I think he's going to be a popular play tomorrow, and it's for good reason. I do like him. Even though he is going against Miami, they're a little bit of a more slower paced team. I think he's just a guy that you can kind of rely on a little bit more than some of these other options, in his price range. James Johnson, he's a guy, like I said, 200 more for Ibaka. This guy, this guy has massive upside, but Ibaka is going to be more consistent, minutes are more consistent. But James Johnson, he's shown us 40-point upside a couple times this season. He's starting to get back from injury. He's a guy who's going to get you high 20s, low 30 minutes, and he definitely fills up the stat sheet. Does a little bit of everything. I definitely think he's a solid GPP play. One more guy I'm going to talk about is Randall. 5.5. For him to hit value, you need 27. He's averaging 28 on the season. Today, he only played 24 minutes against San Antonio, so I'm not too worried about the back-to-back. This guy, if he's going to play 28 minutes against my Lakers, he's going to eat. Last time he faced the Lakers, he played 30 minutes. He went off for 48 fantasy points. So I really like Randall in this spot. It just depends on what kind of news that we hear, about him and his minutes. Center, Whiteside, he's still too cheap. He hasn't been playing the best, but Whiteside, we know he has 40, 50-point upside. He's averaging 35 on the season. 7.6 price tag. We need about 37 for him to hit value. On a small slate, he is one of the more consistent options. We got Nurkic. I really like him. The only problem is going to be battling with Adams, but he's going to play the minutes. He's been playing well. He's got you at least 35 in 4 of the past 5. Actually, he's got you in 5 of the past 6. He's got you at least 35. So he's on a roll right now. You need about 37 for him to hit value. I definitely think he's a solid play. We got Adams on the other side of the ball. We know he's going to get his minutes. He's playing well. He's doing his thing. For him to hit value, you need 35. He's averaging 31 on the season. I like him. It's going to be a big debate between him and Nurkic. I would go back and forth. I probably would go Adams in cash games. I really like Adams. He's a very consistent player. Then we're going to go with Boyombo, more of a GPP play. Besides this game where he played 17 minutes, he's been playing well. He got you 31, 31, 34, 41, 26 in only 27 minutes. He's playing solid. For him to hit value, you need about 27. I like him in the spot against Dallas. They really don't have no big men that can really compete with Boyembo. So he's a solid GPP play. Last guy I'm going to talk about, Brook Lopez, back in the starting role. 25 for him to hit value. He's averaging 25 on the season. his price is down. The problem with him is the minutes. You don't know what's going to happen with the minutes. So he definitely is more of a GPP play. But going against Zach, I definitely think the Lakers are going to win this game. I think he's in a solid position once again. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at for my picks. It's a small 4-game slate. It's not too many options. But yeah, let's just jump into it. So I like Napier at point guard a lot. At shooting guard, I think there's a couple different ways you can go. I think I'm just gonna go with McCollum. I like him going into OKC. Then at small forward, I'm gonna go with Harrison Barnes. He's just very consistent, up tempo game for him. Right here, I think I'm gonna go with Melo. Center, I think I'm going to go with Adams. So this is kind of something I like. And it could definitely change. I really like DeRozan if, Lowry's out. I definitely think you're probably going to have to end up fitting up Westbrook in here. What does Westbrook give you? Westbrook gives you about 5,200. So, you can do something like this. Definitely you can pay down with CJ McCollum, but this is something that I kind of like. I think it's kind of you got to get those chalk plays in there and just kind of go balance. Get your money at every position. So yeah, hey, if you haven't already, please make sure and click that subscribe button below. Please make sure and click the like button on this video. If I get 100 likes on this video by 4 o'clock Pacific time tomorrow, I'm gonna post a free GPP. So hey, don't forget to click that like button. Talk to you later. Bye.